slowly build that power on, and then you realise there's a whole other half of throttle pedal to go.
You're like, oh, okay. I've only just touched the throttle, there's some more down there.
Hey guys, it's Joel and welcome back to the channel, and again to Eden Prestige and Performance here in Fleet, Hampshire. Today they're very kindly invited me down to drive this extremely exciting F10 generation BMW M5. Now this one in particular I am a massive fan of, and we're going to walk around it just now and show you why. But first, before we get into the video guys, please do make sure you subscribe now if you are one of the 80% or so of my viewers that are not subscribed but watch the channel. It means a lot. Make sure as well to give this video a thumbs up. Anyway, let's get into why I love this M5 so much. So as always here at Eden Prestige Performance, there is a very impressive lineup of cars. I actually just spotted this Jaguar XKR, I believe that's what it is anyway, and that is something I think I'm going to ask them to come back and feature, because that is stunning, and also the price tag is quite intriguing as well at only £20,000. Also the VX R8 that I featured a few weeks back on the channel is still here for sale at a reduced price, so do come and grab that if it's something you're interested in. It is an absolutely wicked car. Anyway, let's get on to today's subject, which is this stunning F10 generation BMW M5. Now hopefully I'll be able to clarify all of the exact facts and names and stuff later on in the car with Anthony from Eden Prestige and Performance, but the car is finished in this stunning blue colour with the contrasting sort of black wheels, which I have to say looks fantastic, and this really did catch my eye when I saw it on their forecourt, because, well, it just stands out. It's quite an interesting colour combination. It has got all of the chrome sort of details still on it there, and like with the side badges here, which I would personally probably change to black to match the wheels. But again, it's just another way that it contrasts and stands out. By the way, look at this DB9, isn't that stunning? But yeah, from the back, this is just a completely and utterly aggressive looking car. It's just started up now, but you've got the quad exhaust, M5 badge there, and these M5s as standard just have such a sort of squat, such a wide stance to them, and I think you actually capture that even more so from the front. But yeah, it's just all the little features here, like the exhaust sort of covers there, and this very subtle but stern lip on the boot lid. And yeah, those massive wheels, the slightly protruding arches. It's just a properly bored out car, and definitely has a lot of presence on the road. On the inside then, well, it's much the same story in terms of how it looks. It's a very nice looking interior, and you will find that on the M5s and M6s, as standard, the interiors are so much nicer than what you might find on an M2, M3 or even M4. Things like the head-up display, for example, come standard on this, and lots more leather is around the car than you'll find in those vehicles. You'll also have things like electric seats as standard in all M5s, but things like the M2 don't always have that. So yes, very nice interior that I'm excited to jump in. And of course the M5 is a saloon car, arguably the best, and this is what the back looks like. It's definitely plentiful for your children or even full-size adults actually, and extremely soft leather seats. Anyway, let's go for a drive. Alright everyone, so we're here now in the M5. Please welcome Anthony back to the channel from Eden Prestige Performance.
Hey guys.
It's good to be back. It's been a few weeks now, hasn't it, since we did our last video.
But the good news is it's not wet.
It's not wet.
It's dry.
No, good point.
It's our first dry review.
That is actually, you've jinxed it now though. The heavens are going to open all of a sudden.
Not in an M5. I want it dry. That's what I want. Keep it dry.
So tell me about this car then. I gave my best shot walking around the car earlier on, and I said it was blue with black wheels, and that was about the limit of my knowledge. So
And sometimes that's all it takes.
I was hoping you might be able to enlighten us some more.
Yeah, sure.
About this car.
I'll try not to duplicate any information, but this is a 2016 M5 with just under 10,000 miles on the clock.
That's very low.
Yeah, it is, to be fair. I would get the impression that anyone that owned this previously maybe just used it as a weekend car.
Yeah.
So it's got the fuel consumption of a weekend car. You'll get 20 out of it if you're lucky, depending on how heavy your right foot is.
Yeah.
But in terms of toys that you normally get a nice big sat-nav, reversing camera, electric memory seats. This one's got a digital heads-up display, which is nice. Heated seats. This one's got the sunroof in it. It's not panoramic, so it doesn't go the full length, but it's just like a driver's sunroof. And then all of the toys that you get with an BMW performance car, so a variety of buttons that change your drive, the rev range, your suspension, the steering modes.
There's a lot to play with, isn't there? There's absolutely a lot to play with.
There's, I know we were speaking earlier before the video started about this is a more, what you'll call a more upmarket German VXR8.
Definitely.
In comparison to that review we did, where it's almost like a back to basics bare bone muscle car.
Yes.
This is the German equivalent, so the muscle car of the BMW world.
And what are we playing with in terms of? I think it's a 4.4 V8 twin turbo.
Yes, it is. Obviously, previous M5 generations, I know they did the big old V10.
Yes.
Big old V10, but no, they've dropped it to the V8, and it's a 4.4 with two massive turbos, which obviously delivers that mind-boggling 540, 550 brake horsepower in a saloon car.
It's absurd, isn't it? Absolutely absurd.
It's the crazy one. It's the taxi that gets you from 0 to 60 in some stupid 4.5 seconds.
Yeah, I would almost argue it's probably sub 4 if you get a good launch as well.
If you get a good launch and you've got a nice dry straight road, then yeah, won't surprise me if you'll blink and you'll be there. Right, pulled over. Thought we could have a little swap over.
Let's do it.
Give you a taste of the M5 power, and see if we can get an opinion. See what you think.
Yeah, 100%. Looking forward to this. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I have a feeling I'm going to fall in love with this thing, which is a bit unfortunate.
Good. Well, sorry, it's no longer available because Joel's just bought it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't check the link in the description because it won't be there.
Because Joel's just ripped my hand off and he's bought
What's
it.
your finance like?
Cheap. We can do good finance. We can do good finance. Right, let's do it.
Let's go. And if I just do that...
I've got life insurance, we're going to die. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Look at that.
It is fast.
It's effortless, isn't it?
That is effortless, yeah. That's the word.
I mean, you were churning through the gears before it even got through 3,000 RPM.
Oh, it was massively short shifting.
Yeah.
Massively, because like you were saying, you just watch the speed going up and up, so you're like, oh, okay, I'll upshift, but it just carries on because it's so torquey. That is, well, that's fun.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Right, try and go a bit higher up in the rev range there.
Oh, that is a lot of fun. Yeah, that was all the way to 7 there. And it does get there surprisingly quickly, doesn't it?
Yes, you kind of, both dials kind of go up at the same time, don't they? The speedo and the rev goes, why are they going at the same speed?
Yeah. So I can't really comment on anything yet because we haven't gone around the corner. We've gone around a roundabout, but it's fast. We've established that much. It feels like 550 brake horsepower. Slowly build that power on, and then you realise there's a whole other half of throttle pedal to go.
You're like, oh, okay. I've only just touched the throttle. There's some more down there.
Wow, yeah, that is. It has a way of. It is very fast because I've got the head-up display which has my speed on. Obviously, these big dials in front of me, and you're very aware of how quickly you're going. However, it just doesn't feel it, like in a sort of dangerous way, because it's very reassuring to drive. And it's a big car.
The good thing is you'll find that you're always in control. It's not like you feel like control is being taken away from you, where it's going too fast that you can't control it.
Yeah.
You just have control of all of the steering, where the car's going, and it's not like you've got to fight to keep it in line.
It corners nicely. It is the big problem with cars of this power, though, is it is very difficult to use all of that power without risking getting yourself into some kinds of trouble.
It is a little bit, yeah. I mean,
You can have fun with them. And
I think a lot of people that are looking for these sorts of cars just like the fact that it's easy to get to that speed. They're not, you know, you're not looking to go through the full rev range on every gear and get to its max top speed. People just want to very comfortably be able to lightly put their foot down and then they're at 60, 70 mile an hour.
yeah, you're not needing to basically drive the car on the limit to extract all of its performance.
Whereas slightly different drivers, or like myself, I'm quite happy to have a less powered engine, but I quite like the feedback of being able to work the engine. You're never going to get bored of that.
And I am listening.
I was going to say, concentrate.
Just trying to throw you
I'm
off.
talking sense. Yeah, exactly. You're doing a good job. People like lower powered cars because, you know, they can put their foot to the floor and go through 2 or 3 gears.
Totally.
And you're still at 70 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Around.
Within the speed limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, I don't know, actually. I'm kind of, I really like it. And I didn't expect I'd like it that much. I think the main takeaways for me, yeah, I could say, oh yeah, it's super fast, but I think we all knew that would be the case. But
Should
it's,
go right,
yeah, sure. I think the main takeaway for me is actually, and you said it first, it doesn't feel its size on the road. It's very clever how that's done, I suppose, but it is a massive car when you see one coming the other way. When you're actually driving it, it doesn't feel anywhere near that sort of size. And it's actually more comfortable than I was expecting as well. I know we're just in sort of normal suspension mode, and I think it can probably get a bit stiffer than this, but yeah, pleasantly surprised at that too. I think it's exceeded my expectations as a whole.
Good. That's what we like.
I'm going to be keeping my eye on these, I think. Okay guys, so I may have had a little glitch with the camera earlier where it cut out recording, but ultimately I love this car. It was a lot of fun, feels a lot smaller than it looks on the road to drive.
A bit like that, yeah.
It's very, very planted, no body roll whatsoever, super fast.
So quick.
And I
So
definitely enjoyed it more than I thought I would. But yeah, Anthony, massive thanks for inviting me down again to come and see this car, because we missed out on the black on black one you had recently, because that just got snapped up super quick.
Super quick.
And I imagine this one will do as well. So
Hoping so.
make sure you check out the website, go and check out more details about this very car, check out all of their other stock as well, and I'm sure you'll see us again on the channel very soon. So thank you so much, Anthony, and thank you guys for watching.
See you next
We'll
time.
see you again very, very soon.